There we go. Is that better? Yeah. So anytime my sorry about that, guys. I was just oh you're listening on dude. Oh, so that's working on Discord, but it's not here. That's super weird. Okay. Well, I guess Discord doesn't rely on my OBS. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, yeah. So I was saying for those of you watching on Twitch that the Krebs cycle is bullshit and doesn't matter for actual clinical practice, unless you're like some endocrinologist or like, you know, specialize in weird ass diseases. Okay, cool. Yeah, so every time I do a like I update my computer, like Windows updates or something, my audio gets all foobar. Which I'm glad you mentioned that, so I'll fix this if in fact there's a problem. Nope, that actually stayed the same. Sometimes this you don't even learn the Krebs cycle. I'm sure you do, but it's in biochem. That's one of those things that everybody just sort of learns because you have to. But yeah, when my microphone gets all screwed up, I start sounding like this, and it's really terrible, and I hate that. And for some reason, nobody ever lets me know that that's changed. So, in any event, yeah, Krebs cycle is just one of those things that's like tons and tons and tons of test questions over, which is like, you know, admittedly it's very important if you're like a cell biologist or whatever, but for clinical practice, man, it just makes zero difference. So, yeah, fun. But at least this block is over, or is after your block is over. Not looking forward to dissection. Oh, yeah, dude, I really don't like anatomy. I mean, as you can probably tell from like all of Cockroach Princess's questions in Discord, where I'm just like, basically just read your dissector and brute force it. I mean, that's really all you can do. You have your OMM block. So I know so little about OMM. Like, I understand that there's, like, an appreciable, like, evidence-based difference between that and, like, chiropractic and stuff, but it's still sort of, like, witch doctor-y to me. And at least I know that that's out of ignorance. I just don't know what it is. I don't know anything about it. It's not quite like, hammering on somebody's vertebral artery because you're relieving the inner weakness of their body, or whatever. Some of OMM's bunk? Okay. That I did not know. I mean, I sort of assumed it, but I didn't know that for a fact. You know way more about it than I do. So even just, you know, having just started med school, you know more about it than I do. I sort of know what it is, and that's about it. But whatever. I mean, I know that like hardly anybody ever practices it. It's like just totally wasted time for the vast majority of people in med school. So for anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, OMM is osteopathic manual manipulation. It's sort of like musculoskeletal movements and stuff that are supposedly helpful for like relieving disease or whatever. These guys can give a better description than I can, but that's the gist of it. So it's sort of like chiropractic, like I said, at least like conceptually. Cranial and craniosacral stuff. Yeah, I can tell you that for sure. Compression of the fourth ventricle? Oh god. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Manually adjusting how people's CSF flows. Yeah. I actually got in a like Twitter war with a chiropractor not too long ago who insisted that you couldn't prove there was a causal relationship between neck manipulation and vertebral artery dissections, which you like, that's one of those things that's like, it's all made up and the points don't matter. Nice. Drew Carey teaching some med school classes, I see. What's up, Ping Pong? How are you, man? PT Light with myofascial release. Okay, yeah, so I know like I have heard of several people who are DOs like basically giving people massages or like advanced massage therapy, but I don't know why you would waste your time doing that if you're a physician. I mean, that's just like a really poor use of time. But whatever. That's not gonna, you know, you're not gonna be able to bill appropriately for that to make it worth your while. Oh, yeah. Hey. So, I guess I'm not doing my Path of Building just yet, but I will get to that. Damn it. I saw... not this. I saw... Where did I see it? Was it in med school? Yeah, in the med school forum, there was somebody that posted about their net worth. This. So this is somebody who I think is 3 years out? Is that right? First 3 years of attending salary. And he makes $390K, we'll just say 400. And somehow has increased his net worth $800,000 with about that much net income. Which is really confusing to me. And here's this huge ass spike. So he said I think he said he invested into Tesla or something. I can't remember. I read like a couple of these things, but I'm like, how these numbers don't really shake out. And like I don't know how you did this. Like Showed me the DO pediatrician tweet? I don't know, maybe. Don't remember. Don't remember if you did. Let's see here. Bring it over here so everyone can read. Oh, the OMT to get a baby to shit. Yes. That's awesome. Hey, whatever works. Whatever works, man. But yeah, this is pretty aggressive investing, and I don't really know how you justify this. Like, how is it steady, and then you just jump literally $200,000, right? You just acquire $200,000 of net worth. I mean, maybe he, like, bought a house in here somewhere, and then, like, got it appraised, and he's like, oh shit, I have an extra $200,000 of equity. I don't know. I don't know how that works. My guess is he's calculating his net worth incorrectly, but who knows. A small loan, yeah, exactly. Because we were talking about this last time, like, I am a pretty aggressive investor, and this guy has 2 kids, too. He's not like a single dude, he's got a family and 2 kids. Like, if you're a single guy, you could totally realistically do this. I think, like, in med school, I had, like, $20,000 for cost of living my 4th year, and I managed to travel, do all of my interviews, buy a $2,500 computer, like, go out pretty frequently with my friends, and I still think I had, like, 4 or 5 grand left over or something at the end of the year for, like, moving and, you know, that, like, month gap. Oh yeah, one of the fun things about residency is that they don't pay you. Like, they don't pay you up front. So you have, like, between, you know, whenever you finish med school, presumably, like, May, and the end of July, so, like, August 1st, to do something? Like, you have to cover that time somehow. Like, you know, you have no money. You have no money at all. So yeah, so I sort of saw that coming and saved a little extra cash, but I knew my parents own a duplex, and I was gonna be living in, like, the other half of that duplex. We were paying him rent, but still, it's like, you know, living situation secured. Regardless, the point is, like, I save pretty aggressively, and I have a ridiculous retirement plan. Like, our retirement is just ungodly awesome. And, my net worth is still heinously negative. So. Hey, what's up, Cockroach Princess? How are you, man? But yeah, and I also make more money than this guy. So I make more money than this. I've been out 6 years and not 3. How much do I want to retire with? That's a good question. It's kind of up in the air right now. So my current planning is to retire so that I have $300,000 each year that I can, like, draw on until age 90. And I think that might be overkill. But at the current rate of investment, I'll be able to retire by, like, age 61 or something, investing as I am now. Why are we looking at this? Because I'm trying to figure out how this guy got his numbers, and I was going to talk a little bit about physicians and not being smart investing people or smart with their earning potential. That's where we're going eventually. But yeah, the reason I think this is kind of suspect, I mean, you know, I don't really have any reason to like doubt this person, but it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Because his change in net worth is like basically his entire earnings for 3 years. And like I said, I make more money than he does, and I've been out for 6 years, so 3 additional years, and my net worth's still negative. And granted, I had, looks like he had 180 of debt or something, and I had like 350 more than that. But still, you know, I should be at least like, this doesn't add up. Because he said he bought a house, right? So a house is a liability, and presumably he has, you know, not paid off his $600,000 house. Leave a comment. I'm not interested in. I'm not that interested in it. I just kind of wanted to discuss this with you guys. It's a catalyst for discussion. I don't want to like dick measure with this dude. But in any event, yeah. So one thing that you'll see really frequently in like. One thing you'll see really frequently in, did I get a haircut? I did, man. I was freaking hot. This has been a really hot summer here, and I was like wearing a blanket on my head. It's time to get shorn. I always go get a haircut with my kid. He loves it. He has a ton of fun. For some reason, that's just like, he's always enjoyed it. You know, most kids are squirrely and like scared of the clippers and like moving all around, like think it tickles. He just like sits there and lets it play with his hair. He freaking loves getting a haircut. So it's fun. Hello. Speaking of my son. Your what? Your thumb hurts? Why does your thumb hurt? Come here, let me see it. Where does it hurt? Oh yeah? Oh yeah, it looks like you might have scraped it a little bit. It's okay. No, you don't need a band-aid, buddy. My kid's thumb hurts. Do an HPI on him. Yeah, we should have done a sample HPI live, right? 100 mics of fentanyl? Yeah, hell yeah, man. Line it up. I'd probably just go straight to Dilaudid. He's family, right? You gotta treat him well. Hey, Nick. What's up, man? How's it going? How dare I gaslight him into believing he doesn't need a band-aid? I'm just a terrible mindfuck of a parent. Not much is cracking, man. I'm finishing up my vacation. Going back to work tomorrow. Let's see. PPP for HPI? I don't know any of these acronyms at all. Yeah, so... I don't know. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, that was fun. Sorry about that, guys. Jesus. Where did I go? My son has a non-injury on his thumb and is complaining that he needed a band-aid. And of course, the place we're in, his bathroom that normally has band-aids, is getting renovated currently, so he had no idea where to look for one, and so I had to go find one. That was fun. Cool. So, moving on. Thank you for calling, you son of a bitch. That was fun. I enjoyed that. Still hardly remember what old cart stands for. I have no idea what old cart stands for. Let's find out. Let's do this, shall we? Oh, this is my Twitch ad. Let's see how this is done. I mean, my Reddit ad. Okay. I don't know what a good click-through rate is, but I'm assuming that that's not very good. Cost per click is 90 cents. Yeah, so I put an ad on Reddit just to see, like, what the hell happens. So, hey, if you're here from Reddit, welcome to the stream. Say hi. Hello. So I've gotten 11 clicks out of 2,500 impressions. I don't know if that's good or not. No idea. Old carts. Oh, this is the trickster. Old carts. Do. I'm here from Reddit. Hi. Oh, hey, Reddit person. How's it going? Onset, location, duration, characteristic. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's all the same. Yeah, same basic stuff as anything else, right? Got it. Where does it show the ad? I think it shows it in the, like, just in your feed. You know, like when you just go to Reddit, like in the main page, and it's in the med school, MCAT, pre-med, and resident forums, I think. It's like 0.7 cents per impression or something like that. There's no place to ask signs or symptoms past the chief complaint. Yeah. Yeah, they're maybe a little short-sighted. But that's okay. Alright, I need me an Ascendant build. This is for the Path of Exile League start here, man. It's gonna happen. It's coming. So for those of you not familiar with the game, this is basically gonna be a character that has a bunch of minions that run around that zap shit with lightning attacks. It's an Absolution Ascendant. It's gonna be awesome. I hope. They actually, like, nerfed minions really hard. Like, they've historically been, like, one of the best builds that you can have, and I've never had a minion build at all. And this league, they've, like, patched the shit out of them. Everybody's, like, you know, saying the sky's falling and stuff. So I'm gonna try to take advantage of that and make a minion build. I'm counterculture, baby. They nerfed the minions, right? Can I put an OnlyFans ad on Reddit? I don't know why not. I think you can, as long as it's not, like, obscene, I think you can. I think you can put whatever you want on Reddit, honestly. I didn't get any, like, warnings or anything that said, like, you know, 18 plus, prohibited, or anything like that. It's just like, post your ad and tell us what you want to do. Pay us money. And I did. I think that said I'd paid him like $9 so far or something. Whatever. It's just me, like, screwing around, seeing what happens. Crit chance. Oh yeah, I forgot all of these are gonna change. Damn it. Oh well. Can I pay you $9? No. Can you pay me $9? You can pay for my ad if you want to. Yeah, here, we'll look at the ad thing again. Yeah, so I started it yesterday, and I'm not sure why I got clicks yesterday, because I wanted it to run only on Wednesdays and Sundays. But whatever. Whatever works. Yeah, I wonder, like, there was an option to pay just per click, like, actually pay cost per click, and I wonder what that cost was, and if I'm beating that rate. Maybe for next time, do some experiments here and there, see what works, what doesn't. How many points do I have? 72. Probably need a minion cluster jewel. Yep. Yeah, so I'm hoping the economy for all this stuff just, like, absolutely tanks. And I can do all of these things that I want for super cheap. Yes, I want that. What did the ad say? I'll show you. If I can figure it out. No, that's not what I wanted. I'm obviously not very familiar with this, Oh, here we go. With this interface here. Where is it? Where is it? Audience size super narrow. Yes, it is. That is kind of the idea. No. There we go. That's what it says. Can you see that? It's got the picture that I used for the thumbnail on YouTube for the live stream thing. Click credit card, I'm trying to see something. Economy for what? Oh, like the in-game economy for Path of Exile minion stuff. Like, historically, it's been super expensive because it's really, like, popular. Dude. Gotta zoom out. It's killing me. There we go. Much better. Alright. Back to the Path of building. Oh, yeah. Wait. The fuck? This is the one I want. Do I want any of these things? Probably not. No. Yeah, fine. That's super good for me. Oh, yeah. Both of those are awesome for me. 10 casts? It's just recently, though. In this game, recently means within 4 seconds. You like my thumbnail on YouTube? Looks like I'm holding a cake? I'm holding a pecan pie, in fact. What's up, Ricardo? How are you doing, man? Let's see. I think I want that, actually. Oh, yeah. I'll name it. Min damage, save. Okay. Let's get the small cluster, or, you know, smaller cluster jewels. Minion life? Okay. I've never made a minion build, so I don't know, like, the good stuff. I'm just, like, slinging this. Minions created recently can't be damaged. That will be good, because I'm actually going to be making minions all the time. So shit can't just, like, wipe them as soon as I make them. Not looking forward to this exam. Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. Med school exams are sorta shitty. This is good. Life from death. Oh, that's really good. Double damage. Hell yeah. Okay. I heard of the objective borderline method. I have not. What is that? Dare I ask? Maybe I should look at it real quick. Save you having to type. I'm a benevolent overlord. Let's see. What did you call it? Objective borderline method. Okay, it's not gonna pop up. Son of a bitch. Actually have to type it. What? What is this crap? Probabilistic method for standard setting. Okay. Oh, so it's like an algorithm that you use for that like sets up. What is it? Just like run statistics or something on the scores people get? Sounds bad. Sounds real bad. Let's see. I will accept all cookies. Name of the studies. New objective setting. Let's see. Comparison indicated the pass-fail cutoff scores generated by the OBM were similar to those generated by more established methods. We suggest that OBM has advantages over existing methods in that it combines objectivity, realism, robust empirical basis, and, more importantly, is simple to use. Okay. Probability you actually pass if you scored borderline. Okay. Interesting. Oh, this is actually the exact same abstract. That's weird. Auto pass is 78, which means your current grades, you need 76 to auto pass. So wait, so there's like a threshold above which you just pass, and then if you're like lower than that, they like number crunch you and like maybe you pass? Is that? I guess I don't understand that. This probability-based standard setting may be a useful addition to the range of standard setting methods available. Great. Yeah, why are your pass scores that high? That seems really high. Auto-fail is... So what do they do if you're borderline? They just, like, stick you in this algorithm and then it tells you if you pass or not? Based on everybody else's scores? No, that's really weird. So I guess basically you just hope everybody scored like a 68. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I don't know. That doesn't sound very good to me. Let's see. Get some determination. Do that. Okay, well that's actually pretty much a complete character, huh? 128 life. I need more life than that. Guess I'll come down here and do this. You'd be pissed if a computer told me you failed. Well, guess what, friend? That's exactly how most of the standardized tests work. I mean, hopefully you don't ever get told you fail by one of them, but that's what's up, man. Alright, let's see here. So I can start there. Do those nodes. These are actually really good nodes for me. What kind of surgeries are there to get a waist and hips like this? Oh god, what am I clicking on? Fuck. I don't know. But that doesn't sound like anything that's safe. There's plenty of, like, butt lift and, like, fat injection sorts of surgeries. And you can wear a corset. Actually, wearing a corset will, like, squish your innards. Make you look like that. Which isn't really great for you, but if that's what you want, more power to you, man. Do I come down here with that? Why is that not good? Because your organs weren't designed to be crushed constantly. That's why that's not good. $143 life. Might be able to swing that. Oh, I gotta come down here and get all that. Shit. That's a lot of points. Is it a better idea to go down here? Might be. The OMM glossary? Interesting. That is really small. There we go. Backward torsion. So this is like all the stuff that you have to learn, I guess. Respiratory cooperation, huh? Okay. Q. Why would anyone want to do that? I don't know. Oh, it's the certification for OMM? Yeah, yeah. I don't think anybody's ever gonna do that. Holistic healing. Just like sprinkle some salt and water, dilute it. Keep diluting it, man. That's the really important part. So you gotta manage your dilutions. Super important to dilute. And dilute, and dilute, and dilute. Holistic. Nice. Let's see, which have I got? 20% increased effective offerings is pretty good. Wait, what minions to block? Not sure I really care about that. Yeah, I don't think I care about that. What are we deleting? We're deleting OMM and the Krebs cycle. What's up, Dr. Cheezel? How are you, man? How's your weekend, dude? Crap. Let's see. I think I want convocation to have an increased rate. You're good? Awesome. Glad to hear that. It's hot as balls in Kansas City, man. It's freaking terrible. It's really bad. And we had like a kindergarten class meet and greet today, and of course it was like at a park where there's like a 15 by 15 foot pavilion for 40 people to gather under. Too short to call a weekend. Been running around. Yeah, I've been off for the last week, and it feels like it's actually been like 10 days because I was on call the previous Thursday, so I was off Friday. And like even with my in-laws coming in town, it felt way too short. Brutal, man. Just brutal. Get rid of that. Okay, that frees a fair amount of points. Still need life and energy shield. Do I have to go over here? I think I have to get those. Ugh. That's a lot of points. Maybe 2 in October? Nice. You gonna do anything, anything productive, or just staycation and decompress the brain, man? Sounds like you've been firing on all cylinders from what you were saying last time you were chatting it up with us. Maybe some time away is well-earned, well-deserved. up that extra energy shield. Recoup damage would be nice too. Damn. Man, I am really hurting for points here. It's a lot of shit that I want to get. Maybe it's not a good idea to do this, because that's 15% life. Conference in Houston for Da Vinci training? Oh, okay, cool. For anybody who doesn't know, the Da Vinci machine is like a robot that you use to do surgery with, and it looks like a spider raping your patient. A giant robot spider doing some patient rape. So you know what I'm talking about. This is what's up. No, not the famous person. Stupid Google. Yeah. See? Right? It totally does. It totally does. Oh, man. So what you do, the way this works, let's see if I can get a picture that I can actually, like, blow up. Well, that's better, I guess. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. So you basically like position this over the patient however you need to, and then each of these things that looks like a, you know, rape utensil is a like port that you can put a tool through, like an operative instrument through, and you know, whether it's a light or a grasper or a, you know, suture needle thing or some, you know, whatever you need, you put those through these ports. And it's like a way of doing minimally invasive surgery. So, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty sweet machine. And they only cost like $2 million too. Isn't that awesome? What a deal. What a deal. Basically pocket change. I don't think they break very often, though, which is good, obviously. Like, they're pretty reliable deals. Let's see. Fortress Covenant is what I want. That's gonna go there. You got your third one? And they want those to be certified to use it. Yeah, I mean, I think that's an insurance thing too, right? Like, insurance pays more for those surgeries than they do for like a laparoscopic or open. I'm not sure why that is. I think it's just the new hotness. Calibration's expensive? Yeah, I believe that. I mean, why would they not just come calibrated though? Doesn't that seem like that would make sense? Like, you buy the machine and the rep comes out and like fixes your shit for you, makes it so you can actually use it. Call me crazy. It seems like that might be pretty useful. Yeah, we so here's the crazy thing. We I'm sure your institution is much busier than ours. Oh, they come out quarterly? Oh, okay. Okay. Got it. So, like, their maintenance is expensive. I mean, makes sense. But yeah, so we have one Da Vinci. And, like, we used to have two, but we had one of the original ones, so it reached end of life. Like, they weren't supporting it anymore. And so now we just have one new one. I forgot what the model number is, but in any event, we have a couple new general surgeons who, like, one guy who's like 2 years out of training and one who's 1 year out now. And they are like, they're on a mission to schedule as many robot cases as they possibly can to force the hospital to buy a second one. So they're like, we're we're a small, like, we're medium-sized community hospital. We do like 40 cases a day, tops, like 35 to 40, and we're gonna have 2 Da Vinci robots, which is just insane. That's a huge waste of resources, but whatever. Who am I? It's not my money. I don't give a shit. But that's oh man, it's just so ass backwards. And we had a spine surgeon who came out and like they sold us his presence as like, oh yeah, you know, he's gonna do all this minimally invasive surgery and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. We'll have all this neurosurge business that we didn't before. And so like we're all thinking, oh awesome, we're gonna do like laser spine surgery on these you know, like healthy 25-year-old dudes. You know, it's going to take an hour, hour and a half. We're going to do 6 of them a day. It's going to be fucking sweet. Everybody's going to make a lot of money. These are easy patients. You know, the whole 9 yards. No, not so much. the first patient he had, or, well, I don't know if it was the actual first patient, but during the first week he was there, he had a patient who was a little person with, like, all sorts of, like, back issues, like scoliosis and you name it. She was in renal failure, she was septic, and also had like some sort of airway problem. Like I think she'd had a previous neck fusion. She was having a back surgery, and we were like, okay, this is not the healthy 25-year-old. Great. 95 to 120 with 12 ORs. Yeah, I mean that sounds academic center-ish. That's pretty much what KU was while I was there. It's about 100 today. But yeah, so we do less than half of that, and we'll have almost as many Da Vinci's as you do. Hey, whatever. Like I said, it's not my money, I don't give a shit. Ultimately does not matter. Okay, so this is level 86. That's pretty reasonable. So let's add some stuff that makes me happy. Like those. You need 8 more general surgeons? Holy shit. For, like, surgical volume or just for, like, coverage of stuff? Like, SICU coverage and, like, post-op coverage and stuff in clinic. Because if you have that much surgical volume, that's insane. That really sucks for you, man. Probably makes your life really hard being that short. Huh. Oh, I want those nodes too. That's really good. That's a really good cluster. Gen Surge seems like a good way to go. It can be. Yeah, it can be. Yeah, the guys that I work with have pretty good lifestyle. They're on call a lot, which is sort of a problem. You know, it sort of limits your flexibility and your travel potential and stuff. But you know, they have pretty good hours. They work pretty good hours. They're on, like I said, sometimes overnight and doing, you know, ruptured appies and crap like that. Coverage and plan of care generation. Okay, gotcha. I guess, how necessary is it for me to go up here? Oh, I guess I don't really need 2 of those. That's a... Maybe let's take that out. Make another medium cluster jewel. Minion life. Renewal is very good. 10 additional physical damage reduction, movement speed, and life. Seems good. None of this is like attack speed, so that's... yeah, let's do that. Lovely. Alright, so that's like realistic in-game level for me. 138 life, yeah, could be better. Could be better. Maybe I can do this. There we go. Been crazy busy. Your term as training coordinator to the onboarding residence is over? Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice. New residents are a bit needy. Yeah, I don't envy you there, dude. I definitely left academic medicine for a reason. I do kind of like teaching, honestly, but to have it be like forced on me, not a big fan, because I just teach when I have time and can. All right. Absolution. Oops. And I know I need Spell Echo because this skill feels like absolute crap if you're not casting it really fast. 100K for 6 months? Okay. That's... at least you're compensated for it. I know lots of, like, several of my friends who have done academic practice are, like... you know, somebody tells them to, like, do some conference or, you know, presentation or whatever, and they're like, here's your bonus. It's like $5,000 for, you know, 100 hours worth of work or something. Like, great. Thanks. Totally worth it. Let's see, we need to make this a boss. And they will be shocked, presumably. Gotta figure out a way to get power charges. So, lightning pin. That seems useful. Let's do that. Oh, shoot. Okay, that makes more sense. I was wondering why the crit stuff wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. Okay, cool. Next. Assassin's Mark. Wrath. Zealotry. Ooh, did I get any mana reservation? Yeah, I did. Okay. Seems odd for the kiddo school to have functions on a Sunday. Yeah, it wasn't like technically an official school thing. It was something that like the parents organized. Like they have a few parents like assigned to you know, do just random stuff for the class, like fundraisers and, you know, manage people's birthdays, like collect gifts and stuff for teachers' birthdays, do get-togethers and things like that. And this is one of the things that they did. My wife did it last year, and like I think she had fun, but it was also like a lot of work, and so she kind of stepped back from that this year, and I don't blame her. She did a really good job though. Flesh offering. Yes, please. What's spirit offering again? Oh yeah, Fizz is extra chaos. Meh. Sun started junior year Wednesday, huh? Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Almost there. It's about college app time, or no, I guess that's next year. College app's next year, or at the end of this year, right? Where's he wanting to go? Does he have any idea? I had no clue. I had absolutely no idea where I wanted to go to school my junior year. Ooh, precision. Probably need precision, don't I? Probably put that on arrogance. FSU, really? Okay. I mean, that's an awesome school, but it seems like, did you go to FSU or something, or is that just he just thinks it's cool? I mean, like, I feel like any giant institution like that is really just, he must be a ladies' man. Or he wants to be like Jameis Winston and jump up on tables and shout obscene things to the women of the college. That fucking guy, man. Oh, one of his friends is committed for golf. Okay. Probably a pretty damn good player then, huh? Yeah, like I was saying, the nice thing about huge institutions like that is you can pretty much do whatever you want. You know? It's all what you make of it. Which, presuming, you know, he's a fairly well-centered and driven person, which I'm sure he is, that will go quite well for him. Okay, so I want zombies with meat shield. Yes, there is a support skill called meat shield in this, which is awesome. I don't know that Elemental Army does any good for him. I'd have to give him... I guess I'll attach Animate Guardian to this too. Do I want my kid to go to an Ivy? Not necessarily. I want him to go to a good school, like a major institution of some kind. You want him to figure out his major. He's steering clear of medicine. Good for him. Good for him. Yeah, I don't really care that much about, like, I'm not allergic to dead, but, you know, you have to acquire it smartly. I'm gonna play some Grim Dawn. I'm kind of done thinking about that. Yeah, like, I hope he gets, like, a scholarship or something to, like, a major state institution. But, you know, certainly if he gets a scholarship to, like, an Ivy or something, that'd be amazing, but, you know, whatever works. It does give you a huge leg up if you want to do finance or tech, to be at an Ivy. Yeah, for sure. Or if you're, like, at a, you know, tech school or something. Yeah, same for law, business, finance, tech, all of that. Yeah, it's just huge. Like, the name power is really, really important. Totally agree. The Sunbane Oasis. That doesn't sound very good. Yeah, I don't know. Well, like, I'm kind of playing that one by ear. I really hope he doesn't want to go into medicine. It's just, it's so hard, and the return is, you know, good, but it's a pretty big ask, big sacrifice. Ivies are cool, but too expensive for their piece of paper. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem anymore, right? Like, you really are just paying for the name. Because any education that you want is available to you online for either free or very cheap. Like, med school is UWorld, right? Like, pay for UWorld, and that's your free clinical years. You don't need to pay somebody $100,000 for 2 years of school. Just know UWorld and you're good. Like, obviously, the, you know, skills-based stuff, like interviewing patients and anticipating, like, you know, their conditions and what's going to happen, what they're going to ask you, and, you know, the real-world application thing requires actually seeing patients. But, yeah, as far as the knowledge base goes, dude, anybody can buy that for, what, if all three UWorlds would be, what, probably $2,000-$3,000, something like that. Maybe a year and a half of your time, tops. Probably more realistically, it'd be like 1 year. Yeah, it's cheap. Anyway, the point is you can easily access any education that you want. So it's all about the connections and the name and all that stuff. So but yeah, if you're going into some sort of humanities situation, that is a huge leg up. It's a pretty big leg up for medicine too, honestly. Especially if you want to do academics. Sanctuary of Horan. Alright, well, I'm kill a bunch of Horan's friends in here, I guess. Yeah, I'm not really sure, like, how the cost of education is still justifiable. And how that, I mean, you know, it's maintained by inertia because, you know, basically these, you know, degrees are just gate-kept, and they're proof that you can do what you say you can do. But how long is that gonna last? You know? I mean, yeah, I went to med school and, you know, walked the walk and stuff, but, I mean, I did all my learning at home. Like, all of my knowledge base was done on my own. I would say at times I went as far as actively avoiding the materials my school recommended for me. I was like, oh, they say we should read this text? Well, that means that this is probably, you know, verbose and overblown and has a bunch of shit that I don't really need to know. And that was pretty much universally true. Oh, glad I went in here. Ooh, that's a big boy. Holy shit. Ooh, excellent. That can go on first round. Lovely. For med school, it'll stay the same, but others will reform? Do you think so? I mean, I agree that med school will stay, you know, stay as it is for the longest. I think the inertia there is going to be, you know, the hardest to change. But I mean, colleges, like these huge schools, like FSU is a great example, actually, because that's one of the biggest schools in the country, right? They've got like 60,000 plus students. I mean, that's a freaking lot of money, even at state tuition rates. You know, we're talking probably $10 million or something every year. But I don't know, maybe so. And I mean, let's be real, like, there are lots of people getting degrees that don't do anything. You know, especially at big, like, liberal, like, expensive liberal arts colleges. People are paying $200,000 for, like, a communications degree or something. That's not going to get you a job doing anything. It is all about the money, agree. 100% agree with that. That's why I'm sort of hesitant to say that reform is, you know, gonna be easy, or not easy, but forthcoming. Yeah, I don't think any of those schools are gonna give up that tuition, man. I mean, they should. I hope they do. What's that bird? I don't know, something for me to kill, I guess. Where is it? Where'd he go? There's a bunch of scorpion people over here that I can also kill. Yeah, we found ourselves in a very weird situation. Like, I think I was talking about this with somebody very recently. I can't remember who it was. But, like, every now and then you have these events that just expose how dumb an existing practice is. Like, COVID is a great example of something that, like, revolutionized the world, right? Because now everybody works from home. And that probably should have been happening for 15 years, right? Like, ever since we had a decent access to the internet, you know, pretty much universally in first world countries. But, you know, when we had everybody dying and getting sick and stuff, then there was actually a reason for employers to be like, well, why don't you just go home and do work? Like, they thought that was going to be a good thing, probably. Like, yes, we can still reap benefits from our employees when they're home. And then they're like, wait a second, we're still reaping benefits from our employees when they're at home, and we're paying for this giant-ass office space. And, you know, having people come in and stuff. That doesn't make any sense. Why are we doing that? So, like, I feel like education is going to hit that wall pretty soon, you know, like at some point, where people realize, hey, I'm just learning all this shit online anyway. Why am I paying the school for this? But, I don't know, until places start accepting, you know, until there's, like, some way to demonstrate knowledge of a subject that's, you know, like functionally equivalent to a degree, it's not going to change, right? Because nobody wants a doctor who says, well, I just learned all this shit on UWorld on my own. Like, I know just as much as any other physician, but I don't have my degree. Like, nobody's going to go to you, right? That's not useful, and nobody will hire you because of that. What is true of animals that, if true of humans, would justify being killed for food? They're delicious. But yeah, you can't, like, I don't think you can just randomly sign up for STEP exams, right? Like, you have to have some sort of, like, institutional, you know, like, okay. I can't think of a good word for that, but, like, you have to have your school say, yeah, this person's qualified to take this test. You can't just, like, study your world and then go take step 1 to demonstrate that you know what you're doing. But I don't know, maybe that'll change. Maybe that will change at some point. Then you'd have to do, basically do what a lot of DO students do, and like nurse practitioner students and stuff, and like arrange your own rotations. And you could have like a fee for service that way, I guess. Ugh, running out of mana sucks. Need to figure out a way to manage my energy. Ooh, that's a big boy. What's his name? Grandma. Alpha. Basically make doctors have shitty clinical experience, and not knowing basic science equals mid-levels. I mean, eh. Oh my god, my kid's here again. Hang on. What's up, Owen? That boy's killing me tonight. Oh my goodness. So of course Gucci drops that bomb right before I have to go explain to my kid that air blowing on his arm is not a bad thing, and that he can just put a blanket on his arm, and it'll be fine. Cult of Dreeg, Sentinel. Cult of Bismeal, Sentinel. Make doctors have shitty clinical experiences not knowing basic sciences. Yeah, no, it's that's not ideal, right? Like, that's not really what I'm going for here. It's more like make med schools just a source of clinical experience, or at least have that be an option, right? So you can sign up for a, you know, your third year instead of having to pay multiple years of essentially useless tuition, right? But yeah, again, like a lot of DO schools do that, and their clinical experience is fine. Let's see, do I have any weapons I can use? No. Yeah, nothing new. Okay. Lovely.
Excuse me.
I hear you've done some excellent work around here.
What do I need to do? Slay Galfang and claim its core? You can catch up in residency when it's sink or swim. I mean, that's pretty much what everybody does anyway, right? Like, there's not really any way to standardize clinical rotations. Which is, like, one of the weirder things in medical education, in my opinion, is that, like, clinical grades have always been extremely important in how you, like, in your qualifications, basically. But there's, like, it doesn't, there's no way to standardize that at all. You know, like, even within an institution, like, somebody's A in internal medicine is going to be way different than somebody else's A in internal medicine, right? Like, depending on the attendings you have, like, maybe you got somebody who was, like, super easy and you got along with, and then the other person, like, had to, you know, scrape and claw for every point, and, you know, they were getting their ass handed to them all day by some old school jackass of an attending who treated them like shit constantly, and, you know, worked way harder for that grade. But who knows? How do you know that? All you see is, like, a letter on a piece of paper. So, yeah, like, when you get to, you know, I mean, like, your step score sort of smooths that out a little bit, I guess, at least on the knowledge base front. But, I mean, there are plenty of people who have an amazing knowledge base and can't put it into use. You'd be really surprised. So, yeah, I don't know. I've always thought that that was really strange. So, yeah, residency is kind of a sink or swim moment. Anyway, we were talking about this last time, actually, I think. How there's lots of people who kind of, you know, they've done well on their tests and, you know, cruise through med school and, you know, at the top of the heap and stuff. And then they show up to residency and they're like, oh my god, like, I'm the one who has to actually, like, do these things. Like, you know, you're in charge, kind of. Like, even as an intern, you're in charge. You know, you gotta go see these people and figure out which information is important and make, you know, order tests and studies and stuff, and then, like, report back. You know, you have a lot of responsibility. But, yeah, it's tough to test that, and it's tough to tell if somebody's good at that from a piece of paper. Oh, that's not what I want to look at. Within the Eldritch realm itself. Let's see. Oh, Alan opened a portal at the Conclave of the Three, huh? Well, let's go back there. Where would that be? Not there. Oh, what the fuck? There we go. You prefer to do hands-on stuff than the Krebs cycle? Yeah, I'm definitely a hands-on learner too. Experience is the best way to engage for me. Yeah, so I did very well in my clinical years for that reason, basically, because I was like, oh yeah, I can actually, like, apply these things. That's why I liked physics so much, because I was like, holy shit, this is, like, this makes total sense. This equation is, like, what you experience day to day. Learn best top-down, disease, passive, pathophys, and normal phys. Oh, yeah, that sort of sucks. I found that a bit challenging as well. I actually, like, I found it easier to take the phys and pathophys together, and I thought that was the easiest way to do it, honestly. Like, if you do review questions or read review books, they kind of do that. Like, if they're, you know, they don't take that extra step to, like, remove the pathophys from the physiology, because it's actually a lot more work to avoid it than it is to just talk about it all at the same time, I think. Especially for, like, organ systems. Like, I feel like when you're talking about your heart, it's really tough to not talk about, like, heart failure and stuff when you're talking about, like, normal, you know, contractility and stroke volume and chamber function and stuff like that. Like, you have to tiptoe around it. So, yeah, I think it's way easier. I agree with you, basically. It's way easier to just take all that stuff at once. And I think it'll give you a better understanding of what's going on, too, honestly. Like, maybe you don't need it for the tests right now, but... like, if you know what goes wrong when certain things are out of whack, I feel like that makes it a lot easier to understand, like, how it's supposed to function, if that makes sense.
Well, do you have it?
I do.
The realm as stunning as the story said. I believe it's time you spoke with her yourself.
The vanguard of the three. Yeah, curriculum is 2 pass. Yeah, that's we did that too, actually. But that's what I'm saying is, like, you're probably better off to spend the extra, you know, like 25% effort to just learn that stuff.
Spoke of your arrival.
And just, like, go for it. Go balls to the wall. And you don't have to, like, study it because you don't need to know it, right? Howling Chasm. Oh, okay. I just came back from there. Perfect. Don't have any patient contact till year 3. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you're doing the exact same thing that I did. Basically. It works. I mean, that's kind of the traditional way, right? 2 years clinical, or preclinical, 2 years clinical, and then you're off to the races.
Elaine was quite pleased with your performance. With the materials
Ooh, thank you for the level.
conjured what's known as the Garden Key. It is an arcane device used by the people that lived here long ago. Its purpose?
Trying not to fall in the borderline area and having the algorithm tell you you fail. Yep, that's a good plan.
Travel north to the Valley of the Chosen. Seek out the temple and
I'll do as you ask. Eliminate the Guardians at the Temple of Atif. Got it. Oh, guess I had to do my level. I think I went through and all of my skills are maxed here. Okay, only 1 point to go there. Awesome. Well, I guess I'll start pumping that then. Put the brack in the brack. Do it! Let's do it. I'm at the Burning Spire. Yay. I don't know what that means. Apparently means I have a weird skull curse. Oh, that's a big dude. He was very unhappy that I opened his treasure chest. Evidently. Oh, so I figure I should finish that thought that I actually started at the very beginning of the stream. With the dude and, you know, his net worth and stuff, what we were going to talk about. It's come to my attention that doctors are sort of idiots when it comes to finance. And I was no exception, or am no exception. And it sure seems to me, from all of the stuff, what is the acid-base status of a lady who's currently choking on a chicken bone? What do they want you to say? I mean, is she like, you want like respiratory acidosis? Is that what they're after? Well, whoop-de-doo. I can answer one of your questions, right? Yay! Alright, we'll offer those things. Let's, finish Olswin's torch here. Oh, it's so much damage for me. Let's see. Actually, I want to see how much damage that does for me. Okay, so I do 10,470 right now. Right meow. And now... Wow, it's like 10% damage. Excellent. Excellent! Yeah, anyway. So, doctors, stupid with finance. And, like, a lot of what I've read on Reddit sure makes it sound like nobody really cares about that. Like, nobody pushes, like, they're so dumb. They don't understand how much they're missing. Like, there are tons of people who are like, yeah. So, what really sparked this is, in combination with that guy talking about his net worth, which I do not think is accurate, but there was another post that was talking about occupational health. And apparently that's like a 3-year residency, I guess? Like, you have to do an intern year, and then there's some, like, janky shit that you have to do, because a lot of the positions aren't through the match, and it's just kind of weird. But anyway, like, it is a legit specialty. But, like, the guy that was talking about it at length was like, oh yeah, you can expect to make, like, $250,000 a year. Which, generally speaking, is a great salary, right? But if you've paid a few $100,000 for your medical education, and your earning potential is twice that, pretty realistically, what are you doing for the same amount of work? Right? Like, why are you voluntarily taking this job that compensates you half of what you're worth? And I know that, like, a lot of people are sort of seeing that light, as evidenced by match rates in, like, the more lucrative specialties. But, I mean, damn, dude, we're screwing the pooch here real hard. And, like, those numbers have not kept pace with, you know, like, salaries of other people. Like, I know they definitely haven't kept pace with inflation by any stretch of the imagination, but, you know, even other careers, like business and, like, white-collar careers and stuff, there's no way, there's no way medicine has kept track with them. I saw, one of my friends who's, basically in finance, showed me a link that it was like a graph of salary growth by year for the last 30 years. And physicians are like 1.5% or something. Whereas other jobs, such as administrators or financiers, like banking and stuff, are like 3 to 4%. So they're like literally increasing exponentially more than we are. You like sucking on chicken bones? Well, I guess you just enjoy yourself some respiratory acidosis then. Good for you. Good for you. Alright, what do I do here? Use the Gargan key. Sense that I'm gonna have to kill something really big. Okay. Can I talk to you? I wonder if this is like bugged and I'm supposed to be fighting that guy? I don't know. Alright. Well, let's go back and see what the hell is happening here. Vanguard of the Three is where I want to go.
I hear you've done some excellent work around here.
Yes. Yes, I have. Will be weak when it first awakens. Okay. Find the tomb of Ariath in the Valley of the Chosen. Okay. What do you want?
Yes.
Yes.
But don't think of it as some the witch gods are united in this endeavor. All of our forces stand at the ready to assault
Decimate
the tomb
any
of the
that would
Eldritch
stand in
Sun
our
and
way.
breach its gates.
Okay. Find the tomb of the Eldritch Sun. Alright. We'll read the lore later. Take the experience now. Okay, what do I want to do here? Where's that? Alright, so I need to run back out here to the Sunbane Oasis and find a dead apprentice. And what's the other one? Preemptive Strike. Valley of the Infernal Wastes, eh? Where is that? Oh, okay, so that's... I haven't been there yet. But I have been to Sunday Oasis. I need to find me an apprentice. You couldn't kill your apprentice? Dude, you are not cut out for the warlord life. Or the mad scientist life. If you can't haphazardly kill your apprentice, then you've got some serious problems, man. Like, what are you gonna do when they go rogue and take your tome into the desert? I mean, these are real problems. You gotta figure this out. Serious business. How will you ever be a crazy fucking doctor? Oh, I watched like, I don't know, like a Dateline or 2020 or some, you know, one of those faux outrage bullshit TV shows, about, Paolo Macchiarini. Do you guys know who that is? Does anybody know who that is? It's, he's a dude who's, like, basically a, like, experimental academic surgeon. And, like... He just, like, butchers people, basically. Yeah, he's like an Italian guy, and he invented some sort of like artificial trachea and like artificial airway pieces and stuff, and he's tried to implant these in people, like falsified a whole bunch of papers and all sorts of stuff saying that it worked. And you know, he's basically just like slowly tortured and killed all these people. Like, you know, I don't think that was his actual goal, but that's what happened. And yeah. He had a whole season in the Dr. Death podcast? Really? Well, I should listen to that. That sounds very interesting. But yeah, he's a really like captivating figure. You know, like super charming, like, you know, playboy kind of dude who, you know, just revels in the fame and fortune and says he knows all these like super famous people. You know, presumably pretty wealthy. You know, has made a lot of money off of these, like, connections and all of the notoriety that he's gotten at this, like, Swedish high-profile surgery place. I'd actually never heard about it. But, yeah, apparently there's, like, this huge, you know, it's sort of like an international NIH kind of place where they just do all this, like, crazy, bleeding-edge, you know, experimental technique stuff for people who just have no other options. But yeah, he worked there and he's just like totally ruined people's lives, basically. I thought that was really interesting. So yeah, Paolo Macchiarini is his name. If you're interested in that, give it a Google. So I think those things are interesting, those tales are interesting, but at the same time, like, you know, it sort of sucks that there's doctors doing stuff like that, because I feel like the public doesn't trust physicians enough anyway. You know, like, they think like, I mean, look at what happened to the pandemic, right? Like, everybody's convinced that, you know, by not giving people ivermectin, we're trying to kill them. We're saying, no, don't get ivermectin, get this very effective vaccine. Like, but then when there's somebody who's actually there, like, actively harming people, that's, not the best look, right? Not the best look. Let's see, what did she want me to do?
Yes, thank you indeed.
Next time I'm back in camp, okay. So I guess I have to run, like, go do something else and come back and talk to them. Okay. Up we go. That's not the direction I wanted. So I have to wonder, like, what kind of stuff goes on at that institution, you know? Like, what are the things that they're doing that are so different than everybody else? 'Cause, like, every now and then I hear about, you know, these novel techniques and stuff that are super cool. But I wonder if those are, like, being practiced at places like those? Like that institute where Macchiarini, you know, did his fake trachea stuff. Or if it's just, you know, people around the country, kind of, around the world, just trying stuff out. You know, like, whether that is to say, like, is it a localized effort? And I mean, you know, obviously these things are predominantly happening at, like, academic centers and stuff. Because they are the ones who have the most resources to fuck around and, like, do insane things for patients who have no other option. But, you know, are they mostly happening at, like, the NIH? Are they mostly happening at the, like, what is it? It's like the Karolinska Institute or something in Sweden? I don't know. Karolinska, yeah, got it. Can't believe I came up with that. You've been there twice? Why have you been there twice? Why have you been there at all? Is that like a medical nerd destination or something that I just don't know about? Where is it, in Stockholm? Yeah. I would like to go to Stockholm, actually. I have a friend, or two friends in Sweden, in fact. I mean, I haven't talked to either of them in 10 plus years, but I feel like if I was in town, I could probably make a connection happen. You had time to travel in high school? Yeah, weird how that works, right? Eventually in your life, you'll get to the point where you have all of the money and everything that you need to travel, but none of the time. It's weird how that works.
My inventory is full.
What's that do? Would you guys stop? I'm just trying to look at this freaking piece of armor. Is it better than what I have? Probably. No, man, I really need that energy regen. Yeah, I don't think that's better than what I have, though. I think the last, like, major trip that I took was in high school, too, now that I think about it. It's my senior year, I went to Italy. And alas, I've been landlocked ever since. Or I guess I went to Mexico and Colombia. Ooh, that's a lot of biggins. I'm not sure that I'm supposed to be able to face tank all these guys, but I'm just doing it anyway. Component that gives you a lot of energy and regen, it's in rings. Oh, sweet. Look at you. Excellent to know. Vigorous Chosen Visage of Thorns. Yeah, I think I had like a piece of equipment or something that leached energy, and so I never needed it all game long. NADPH. It's an NADPH component. I love it. That's a fantastic nerd dad joke. Well timed, well executed. Everything about that was fantastic. A+. A+ from me, sir. I'll check that out as soon as I hit a waypoint or get another opportunity to go back or something. My goal for tonight was to finish this expansion, but that's obviously not going to happen. Ooh, Infernal Waste. Path of Exile League starts Friday, so definitely got to be done with my first pass through before then. Let's see. Did I just tell him you deserve worse? Yikes. That's cold, man. Jesus. Just send his ass back to the temple. Mutagenic something like a glass full of green liquid. Okie doke. Well, back I go to figure that out. Is there crafting here? Guess we'll find out. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay. Back to base then. Is it this? No. No. Okay. How about that? Ectoplasm? Sure. Yeah, why not? Yes. %20 energy. Holy shit, that's a lot. Wow. I feel like that's a fairly common component. Like, when you kill, like, zombies and ghosts and stuff, they drop that all the time. Damn. Okay. Yeah. Well, give me some energy, baby. Hell yeah. Very nice. Okay. I will take that. And I guess while I'm here, I'm going to sell some stuff. Like that. And, I'll keep this as brief as I can. 70 cunning. That is quite a bit. Yeah, look at my energy now. Yeah, I put one in the other ring too. Jesus. So I just added 40% to my energy? That's ridiculous. That's so much. 2 to explosive strike. I think I'll keep my health and cunning. Oh. That's pretty good. Yeah, I could put it in an amulet, but I didn't have too many here, so I just saved it. I mean, I guess I don't really have any reason to do that. Oh shit, that's not what I want to do. Give me that. Emblem of Charging Bull. What does this do? Rush through my enemies towards a nearby destination? Okay. It's 900 gold. Why not? Wait. Oh, what the shit did I just do? Ooh, 300. Oh, those are... I see. Alright, so I'm going to... Boop. Yes, I do. Yeah, that I don't really care about, right? Rush. Yes. Go away. Alright. So I guess I have a movement skill now. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so do I want this? Vitality res. My shoulders are pretty good. Let's see what this does for... Oops. Oh, that actually lowers my damage. Interesting. I guess the skill bonuses are a big deal. And the chaos damage conversion. Okay, cool. Well, guess that's why we check, huh? Would not have thought that. Minus 8,000 damage. Okay, guess I'm not putting that on. I guess my armor's actually pretty decent. Melee damage, burn damage. Okay. Do I need the cunning? That's the question. Oh, and you know what? I'm pretty close to being able to use the other guns that I have. So I probably do need cunning. I'll just get rid of those. Use a VPN to do your pre-lab and you can't get this VPN to work? What service are you using? Just out of curiosity. I've had pretty good luck with Windscribe and whatever the one that I'm using now is. I forgot what that's called. I think NordVPN's pretty good too. Hear good stuff about them, but I have never used it. ExpressVPN is what I have. Express like screws with my connection though fairly often. It doesn't like streaming. So if your pre-lab thing is like a stream deal, then maybe that's not ideal. But I don't know. Damage variation is bugged. Change to the character tab. Damage and look at the damage of your left or right click like that.
See you around.
Yeah, why is it that the like character tab damage is like always bugged? It was like notoriously bugged in Diablo 2. That's the first time I really ever paid attention to it. And it seems like it's just really, in Path of Exile, it like basically doesn't work. It's like non-functional, which is crazy because everything else about that game is like spot on. But they just like, they can't get the damage calculation to work and I'm not really sure why. Tab 2. Yeah. So you're saying like scroll down to the actual like damage that it lists? %900 damage for fire? Shit. Oh. I don't think I've ever bothered to scroll. It's like zoom in or out. Interesting. This? The fire strike or the weapon damage? Yeah, this is what I was watching. Oh, interesting. Didn't know that. So that seems about right. Right? 6,500 plus 3,000 and then a bunch of other stuff. Cool. Good to know. Just go on campus and do the pre-lab. Yeah, that sucks, man. Technological problems are bullshit. I'm with you. Attack speed, you say? That's a pretty freaking good amulet. Jesus. Alright. +1 to all my skills. 3,700 fire damage to Grenado. That makes me want to like put a point in Grenado. Damn. 100% physical conversion. Jesus. How much does it have baseline? That seems like so much, and that gets multiplied by my skills? Damn. Is that Grenado? No. So it'd be like more than doubles the base damage. Holy shit. Okay. If I change the skill of the left or right click, it'll show the damage for that skill. Okay. Very cool. Good to know. A wealth of knowledge, as always, my friend. Alright, looks like I sold. Do I want that? Why did I keep that? I don't. Okay. Oh, you know what? I probably ought to dump off some of my components here. I might as well stick an ectoplasm on that while I'm at it, since I've been having energy problems. Have an exam this week, and they're having you be on campus till 5 doing labs? That sucks. Right click shows 0 because it's a summon. Ah, okay. So I just have to sort of look at the number that it does. Like, place one and see how badly things die. Yeah, we had an episode in residency where one of my good friends, who actually lives like 2 blocks from me right now, we were getting our asses handed to us and just worked super hard. And we were the first class that had a board exam during residency instead of after. And so we were like trying to study for that. We had no idea what we were doing and got very little guidance. And so we were having all these lectures and stuff because they were trying to like prepare us for everything. And my friend has 4 kids. And at that time, all of them were, you know, in the house. Like, you know, his oldest daughter hadn't gone to college yet, and he's older. He's 50, I think. He was like, when, like, just straight up asked our program directors, like, when are we supposed to study? Like, when do we have time to study? Because we were at work until like 7. We weren't leaving until 7 because we had a lecture at like 4:30, and then a lot of the time we were expected to go back and like take over cases, like surgery cases. And he's like, when are we gonna study? And our program director literally told him, well, you have to just make time. He's like, what? Make time? I can't make more than 24 hours a day. And like, I'm already here for 13 of them. So what the fuck do you expect me to do? And that's when lots of people stopped giving a shit. Frankly. You learned more from me than I learned from you? Really? I don't know if that's true. You thought doctors were greedy vampire monsters? Well, who says we're not, man? Who says we're not? I mean, a lot of the talk today was about like how people are sort of like not greedy vampire monsters to a fault, like to the point where we've gotten trodden on by, you know, administration and just generally cut out of the equation. You know, you hear a lot in the US about how much money like physicians make and like all the money that payroll is costing us. Like, well, yeah, physician salaries are something like 3% of healthcare expenditure, whereas treatments for obesity related illnesses is like over 40. Like, well, which one of these things is really costing us the most money here? Paying your extremely highly educated and trained individuals, or, you know, taking care of people who refuse to take care of themselves? But yeah, I'm glad you find the stream informative. That's kind of that was the idea when I first came to like doing this. You know, I was like, there's so much misinformation around, because like I started doing this around, oh, when did I start doing this? Last January? Something like that. Or no, I guess it's been longer than that, right? I guess it was like a year and a half ago or so. So we were like right in the middle of the pandemic, and everybody's, you know, listening to all this like crazy nonsense from all sorts of different sides, and the CDC's doing stuff that doesn't make any sense, and you know, nobody understands what the hell's going on. So I was like, you know, I can talk about these things. Like, I'm right in the middle of it. I am obese. It's true. Touché. Oh my god. Solid burn. Holy shit. I need some aloe for that burn. Jesus Christ. That was hilarious. So in case you're curious what Cockroach Princess is talking about. No, touche means you got me, dude. You got me good. How do I usually log into this? Hang on. Just making sure I don't massively dox myself any more than I usually do. Let's see. Here we go. This is... Let's see. Where is it? BMI calculator. I am 5'9" on a good day, and I weigh about 208 pounds. Let's see. I am obese. Perfect. Classic. Had a practice question asking you to calculate. That just makes me laugh every time I watch it. It's hilarious. Practice question asking you to calculate daily caloric deficit needed for a person to meet their ideal body weight in X number of days. Oh, wow. 5'9" manlet key. Something like that, yeah. Like, my whole body is an angry edge, basically. Oh, I missed a little thingy back there. Little totem deal. I forgot what those are called. Yeah, I've been neglecting my TikTok. Only get a couple hundred views on each one anyway. Haven't weighed yourself in a while? Dude, you were crushing it there when you first got your surgery. Sounds like you're doing amazing. Left your scale at home. It's probably healthy, right? If you know you're doing the right thing, then fuck it. Like, keep moving along. I mean, some people turn that stuff into really unhealthy obsession. I don't know if that's you or not, but... There we are. Let's kill this. You haven't been doing the right thing. Well, at least you're aware of it, right? Acceptance is the first step to recovery. Am I feeling my energy's lasting longer? Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I think I have 9 recovery per second, and if this is anything like other games, total energy also affects your regeneration rate, so... Yeah, I mean, it's actually, like, recharging. Before, it wasn't at all. Eat hella Welch's gummies. Those are so good, though. They're so good. The Eye of Oswin. Eating baked chicken and salad sometimes. Yeah, dude, my problem is portion control, to be honest with you. Like, I mean, I definitely don't eat, like, great food, but in terms of, like, you know, health value. But it could be a lot worse. It's usually just, you know, like, really rich food. I hardly ever eat, like, fast food or anything like that, but, you know, lots of, like, creamy stuff, cream sauces, and kind of, like, high-fat, high-cholesterol things. So not a great diet, and then often eat a lot of it. Yep, don't need to focus on energy efficient again. Yeah, for sure. I was kind of wondering what I was going to do about that, because I think there's a... Like, one of these is... Damn. Got a tickle in my throat. One of these constellations has, like, an energy leech thing in it, and I was thinking about changing track and going for it. Maybe it's the Reaper. Yeah, energy leech. Over 2 seconds. Yeah, I was thinking about doing this, because it's not a terrible constellation for me. It's also not a really good one. Does cholesterol cause atherosclerosis? Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, the cell bio with all the, like, vitamin deficiencies and, like, toxicity and stuff is just crazy. I used to know those things like the back of my hand, but not so much anymore. Yeah, LDL is worse for you than HDL. And I actually have, isn't the eel? Yeah, the eel is really good. So, I have a question, actually. I meant to ask you this. Does 20% reduced elemental resistances mean, like, straight 20 off the top? So if you have, like, I don't know, say 80 resistance, it'd take off 20 to give them 60, or is it actually a percentage of their resistance? So, like, if you had 80, 20% of that would be 16, and it'd take them to 64. Do you know? Now, does eel have a... Oh, it does have energy leech. Oh, shit. Well, I was thinking about getting this anyway for the Resist cancel. Well, I may have to go for that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the, like, blue stuff, though, if I do. I think I need to get out of that. Need to respec this. After I finish this, I think my next move is... here? The Elementalist thing? You attacked the fire skeleton and the damage was minimal. Huh, interesting. Okay. Well. I mean, either way, it's, like, pretty useful, right? Against bosses and stuff, which is really what I would want it for anyway. Like, against... if it's a true, like, percentage reduction, then, you know, normal guys who have 0 resistance will have no effect from that, but... Chicken prices have gone up so much, dude, they have! And prices of everything has gone up so much. Freaking crazy. Yeah, especially food. Food is so much more expensive. It's cheap and good bonus. Yeah, it's a very good bonus. Like, that and the Dryad one over here. I really want to get this, but I feel like I'm pretty tanky. Don't necessarily need the, like, health recovery. But I worry that that will change in later difficulties. So I don't know. I may pivot and get that, but I can't use the, like, white resource, like, at all. Like, I really just can't think of a use for it. Like, this is okay. This crab is not a terrible constellation. But I mean, I won't have enough points for that, unfortunately. So yeah. I mean, I think this is the eels or the vipers probably pretty good. Good way to go. How many do I? So I have 18 left, huh? Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this is working out, actually. It's falling into place pretty well. But where do I spend the last 18 points? That's the question. Oh, and I guess I need some more green as well. Okay, I can get that from the toad. So I'd have 6 purple and 19 green. Then I need 4 more purple, which I can get there or there. I think both of those are reasonable for my build. What's the throne do? Ooh, reduced freeze duration. That seems really good. So I guess, do I want that, or do I want, like, damage? More damage from the owl. Reflected damage reduction? So I need 8 there. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, but I don't need this one because I don't do any cold damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that'd be 14. Then I have 4 to play with if I get all of them. And that'd be this. And this is 5, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but I need 1 here. Shit. The wizard to the left of the fox. This one? Oh, yeah. Okay. What's the skill here? Fisher. Okay, so basically just a ton of fire damage. Burn damage. Ooh. Oh, wow. That's really good. Oh, maybe I'll go here. Maybe I'll just, like, say screw it and go straight out all offense. That seems okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that next. And then get the eel later. If I could have any career, what would it be? I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the one I have, honestly. Like, now that I have it. I don't know that I would, like... Man, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't choose medicine again, to be honest, but... I don't know, I feel like law would be pretty cool. Like, doing, some sort of, like, corporate law or something. Like, just totally selling my soul to the money gods. Or maybe tech. I could see myself doing tech. If I'm not playing hardcore, it's not wrong doing glass cannon. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, I feel like I'm fairly tanky right now, but I guess once I get out of normal, that might change. But we'll see. Medical director is a MDJD, Jesus. Yeah, that doesn't, like, there's not a whole lot of overlap there. Like, really pretty much all you can do is, like, malpractice cases and, like, litigation for and against hospitals. Yeah, maybe I will just go balls out glass cannon. Why not? Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I guess I can always respec if I need to. This has actually proven to be a really nice defensive layer. This ability here, like when I go down to 45% health and just like suddenly leech all of my damage back is life. I really kind of wanted to go down here and get the behemoth, this thing, where like if you get hit, you regenerate a shitload of health. But I don't know. Not sure that that's worth it. Oh, and I'll get a point back from this too, right? Because I don't... Yeah, I only need 8 instead of 9. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I don't think I've really wasted any points. Like I think everything, literally everything, does something for me. That's good. How do you get rid of gynecomastia? You can have surgery. You can have a boob job. And honestly, a lot of the time, that's the only way. But there's kind of limited evidence that like target training helps, but that's not a great option. You know, so like doing a bunch of chest exercises and stuff. I think mostly it just sort of masks the fact that you've got man boobs, because there's just more muscle under them, more than it actually like reduces the size of your boobs. There's a skill in the Inquisitor tree that makes you invulnerable? Really? Well, it just so happens that I have the Inquisitor tree. What just cursed me? So I have this, which is nice. Is that the one? What does that do? So it's extra damage. This gives me more health. Obviously have not spec'd into this very thoroughly. Inquisitor seal. Ah, okay. Oh, that's pretty high level. Shields allies and rebukes foes that cross its border. Seal is not permanent. Will fade over time. Let's see. 34 damage absorption. So I guess it has like damage absorption that scales. Let's see what it looks like. Put a seal on the floor and huge damage reduction. Yeah, that was one thing that actually was sort of encouraging me to go the like Dryad and Crab route in the constellations. Just because I would have some damage reduction. I basically have nothing now. Like my only defense is offense, like leeching health as I shoot stuff, which seems to be working out, but let's see. Wizard seal. So, oh, 7,400 health is a lot. Okay, and increases health regeneration by 45. Wow. Oh, that's the seal itself has that much health. I got it. Wow. So you absorb a ton of damage. I assume that's like per hit. Return to crab. Crab people. Crab people. Do a lot more damage to stuff too. Wow. Alright. I dig. I may look into that. Tomb of Arya. Let's go kill some shit. Alright, there's one. Breaking the seals. Oh, did I already break it and didn't even notice? Whoops, okay. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. Let's freaking go. What is his name? The Dusk Reaper. That sounds ominous. I do so much damage! Yes, yes. Oh man, I love that. That was super satisfying. That was like 0 skill required. Just stand there and gun that dude down. Oh man, that was great. Vanguard up to 3 is where I'm going.
Have you executed our little?
I did, yes. Yes. Another victory for us, yes.
Yes, traveler.
What is it? Powerful servant of Korvac. I'll see that it's done. Alright. Remember to bind my move? Oh, yes, yes. Let's go 3.
That skill's not.
Ooh, that's cool. Nice. Not super long range, but that's cool. Indubitably. Alright, well, I should go to sleep now. I have to be up at 5:30, and that sucks. But thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. I will see you Wednesday, and it's going to be great. All you Reddit folks who I don't think exist. Thank you for coming. Join the Discord. Don't forget to join the Discord. It's fun. We're cool people. Night, Gucci. Take it easy, everybody. I hope you all have good weeks. I hope your tests go well. Hey, you have a nice rest too, Ricardo. Take it easy, dude. Thank you again for your advice. So yeah, see you guys Wednesday. Have a good week, and drop me a line if you come across anything cool. Hey, you're from Reddit? Awesome! Bye.